All right. So we are SkillJoy, and our goal here is to trade skills, share joy, and build a community together. And this is possible by myself, Sebastian, Bakash, Devin, and Hayden. So, what's the problem we're trying to solve? Learning new skills has always been an expensive thing. Whether you want to learn skiing, snowboarding, climbing, whatever it may be, it's expensive. And finding someone who can teach you those skills is equally as hard. Plus, we're all college students, most of us. We all have busy schedules. When can you find time to work with someone else to do this? So less about the slides. Let's jump straight into the demo. Let's get straight into it. So here we are. Teach what you love, learn what you crave. We're going to get started by creating an account here. So let's see. My name's Sebastian, obviously, and these are backed by edu domains, so you can't sign up. That's to keep things safe. So we'll create an account here. Whoops, that was login. My bad, y'all. Sign up. There we go. And we'll get started creating a profile. So again, my name is Sebastian, and I am a CS major. So we'll get started with that. Next, I'm going to select what I can teach. What can I offer somebody else? Well, I'm a CS major. I'll select all the obvious technology ones, of course. And how good am I at it? Well, pretty good at Python, JavaScript, React. I'm pretty good at those. Machine learning, data analysis, Excel. That's too hard. I'm a beginner. Now, what do I want to learn? I just mentioned I'm terrible at machine learning, data analysis, and Excel. I want to learn all this. I want to become even better. This isn't just for if you've never done it before. If you want to become better, you can find someone who can teach you it. So we're going to continue there. Next, we're going to select when am I available. Afternoons and evenings. Doesn't matter what day it is. Let's learn. All right, let's move on. So we have Devin here. He's a tutor with programming and he can teach me tech information. This seems like the guy for me. So I'm going to propose a swap with him because I can learn Python from him and I can teach him machine learning, even though I'm not that good, guys, but we'll see if he accepts. So yeah, I'll teach him machine learning and I'm going to learn Python from him. So I'm going to send him a proposal there. And so next, we're going to head over to our swaps here. And we're going to see that I sent him a request. It's pending right now. Devin's going to go ahead and accept that on his end. And once he does that, we can see that we can now chat with Devin. So this is real time. Devin's on the other side of the world, wherever he's located.
Yep, I'm right here.
And we're going to see what he says back to me. Hi, perfect. We are live and I'm ready to learn. So we're going to skip all the steps of actually learning this because we do not have the 8 hours to learn Python. So we're just going to go ahead and assume that he's taught us everything we need to know and that I've taught him everything he needs to know about machine learning. We're going to go ahead and vote to complete this swap here. And it's going to ask me to rate the experience with him. I'm going to give him 5 stars. This was absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to submit that. And if we look up here on the top, we're going to see I got 50 points for that. So what are points? If we head over to the rewards here, you're going to get points every time you teach someone a skill, you yourself learn a skill, or simply just getting started on the app. What can you use these points for? Well, you can get free coffee, a t-shirt, a book voucher, tutoring sessions, pizza party, whatever it may be. As long as you're learning, we want you on this app learning new skills and becoming even better, because we all know joy comes from what you do, your hobbies, the people you surround yourself with, and all of the above. So that's why we introduced the point system, to keep bringing people back and to keep learning. So I'm going to bounce back over to our slides and Devin's going to take it away with our tech stack.
Yeah, so for our tech stack, we kept it lean and focused on speed. The front end is SvelteKit. It's a lightweight and fast to write with server-side rendering out of the box. Our backend is Supabase. It handles everything data related, user authentication, points, the swap records, and messaging, all in one place instead of 3 separate services. GitHub, we use GitHub for our repository for version control, keeping the whole team in sync throughout the weekend. And for our IDE, we used VS Code. Altogether, a stack that helps us ship fast and quickly.
All right. And I'm going to transition over to Bakash to tell us a little bit about what we learned during this process today.
So yeah, we learned a lot of things. Firstly, teamwork, communication. We were able to communicate on what each and everybody can bring up to this project. Time management, code collaboration. This was a little bit complex task for all of us. So what we did was we divided into small chunks and conquer each task by task, again, meeting by meeting, communicating, and we were able to resolve what we can demo you right now. And yeah, absolutely, we learn about all of the GitHub interaction, how time is really important, code collaborations, and in the end, I just like to say, don't be a killjoy, be a skilljoy. Thank you.
Oh my God, hitting that with the times up. Oh my, and also just so I have it clear, you guys didn't know each other before today,
No,
right?
we did not. No, this
Nope.
is
No
the
clue.
first
This is
time.
my first hackathon, so it was
Yeah,
nice
no,
talking
you
to all
guys-
these people.
You guys cooked. This is awesome. What was the hardest part of setting it up?
I think so. Initially, it was just me and Bakash, and the other two joined a little late. So I kind of took charge on our tech stack. But the main issue we faced was we use Supabase as the backend, and that's a Postgres. There's not a good way to collab on that. So like Devin would work on a feature and he'd need an update to the schema, and I'd have to go run that myself because he didn't have access to the database. So that was probably like the biggest issue. But I can pull over here and I can show you kind of what things look like. My favorite view is obviously the database one where you can kind of see everything with each other. But
Well,
yeah, that's kind of, yeah.
I'm just blown away because it's amazing how fast people can build like full web apps now. It's this is awesome. Are you guys
100%,
gonna
yeah.
deploy this to prod?
It's gonna take some polish and some battening down the hatches to get there, but I think it could be possible.
Yeah,
You
we
guys
even
should
talked. Yeah, sorry, Luke.
should
We
definitely do
also
it.
talked. Yeah, we talked about that, and we also think about it as an opportunity. You know, if the student are thinking for an employment or anything like that, student can teach each other up and just get an employment just because they can skills. So the skills. So we were just talking about where we can. The student can also use this as those kind of additional features in the future and all of that stuff too. And it's absolutely possible. Look, and yeah, we're thinking about it. So yeah, sorry.
Deploy prod. Last thing I'll say, and then mentors, if you have anything, and then let's keep moving. I was thinking this during the presentations. For those of you that do deploy to prod, let me know and pass me a link because I'll link to your prod projects from the hackathon website, and we'll get like a little gallery of projects so people who visit the hackathon site can go explore all the projects, and I'll put your names on them and stuff so that you guys get some flowers.